Hello, I'm Aimee and welcome to my video. In today's video I am going to show you a little bit of the process of me making one of my bridesmaids dresses. We're going to be working on Rebecca's dress and I'll show you the design of the dress. So yeah, we've got one shoulder with pleats and some box pleats in the waistline. I would also like to mention at the start of the video that this was not a straightforward project. We had quite a lot of issues from the get-go and this was a whole new design for me, so there was a lot of kind of mistakes in the beginning. Not mistakes, but just a lot of things that I needed to figure out through the process of this, and so you will see some of that in this video. There was nearly 3 hours of footage and almost a whole hour of that was clips of me struggling and trying to figure out what I'd done wrong and how to fix it. So I did cut that down quite a lot, but I did want to keep in pieces of that to show the reality of me trying to figure this out by myself. But then in the end I usually manage to figure it out, so fingers crossed for the rest of the dresses, including my wedding dress, and that I managed to do the same. So yeah, welcome to the video and enjoy. So we have already done a first kind of draft, first mock-up of Rebecca's dress. I draped it on this dress form, which is not proportioned the way a real human is. So we have had a couple of issues where the proportions just are a bit off. The waistline needs to be a bit higher, the shoulder needs to kind of come up a bit, the armholes are a bit too low, so all of this kind of needs to be adjusted. We do, however, really like the overall look. So yeah, we need to make a few changes. But yeah, actually, if we just readjust, take that shoulder up, I don't think we're in too bad of a place. There's a wee bit of gaping in here. Maybe that's not the end of the world if there has to be bust darts. But I need to get my pins. And the new shoulder seam. So I have taken the pleat out with the front and marked where the points are so I can transfer that onto the paper. The darts I've tidied up and mirrored a bit better. Again, when we go to the actual paper it'll be better, it'll be easier to see. Now I just need to do the same with the shoulder pleats and then actually transfer it to paper. I think we're about to stop and have lunch, so I think I'll just mark these, take the pins out and then take a break. So it's now much later in the day. It's now about 9:30 at night and I'm back to it. I don't know how much I'm actually going to get done tonight, but I'm hoping to at least get the paper laid out, trace the pattern pieces. But once that's done and we've got the paper pattern pieces, we just need to cut it out in some more mock-up fabric, sew it all together and get Rebecca to try it back on and see where we stand. Hello, so it is the next day, about 6 PM now I think. Just getting back to this just now. I did get the pieces cut out with the paper last night. I am going to just get some mock-up fabric. Now that we've got both the pieces cut out, we need to now pin all the pleats in place, sew them into place, sew the darts, and then close up shoulder seam, side seams. Then we're done. Now let's take this all to the sewing machine. Okay, so everything's ironed down nicely. Hello, good morning, good afternoon. So we are a couple of days later. I have now been to Rebecca's and got her to try it on, and we have made progress, but there's still a few issues, so I'm going to try and address them now. Okay, I'll start with the positives. So the back lays absolutely beautifully on her. Perfect. Love the back. No issues. The skirt, perfect. We're happy with that. Now the bodice is where we have some issues. So again, I'll do the positives first. The pleats on the shoulder, beautiful, sit, perfect. We're really happy with that. This side, we now have perfect. This side is where all the issues lie. This is where it all kind of started to fall apart a bit. So as I say, from the shoulder, the pleats coming down, this is beautiful, and actually this neckline is stunning, exactly where we want it to be. The issue lies here and here. I'm really upset. I thought that I'd been filming for the past 5-10 minutes, and I wasn't. Anyway, so what I didn't film was that I have now made all the adjustments to the back pattern piece. So the back piece is done for now. Obviously once it's all finished we'll do another mock-up and I'll get her to try it on again. Okay, right, now for the front piece. Because yeah, we don't really want to touch this because this is perfect. What if I bring the back in? Try and line some of that up. See if that helps us figure out what's going on here. I think that's what I need to do. I think I need to adjust the waistline more than anything else. I think I need help from somebody that actually knows what they're doing. I think I figured it out. Just this all drops. Figured out the maths. Okay, I think I figured it out. So this is too squint. This slopes within that inch, which is what the back piece does, which seems to be correct, and then this just falls and keeps going. That's the issue. I need to draw some lines. Take this waistline. Yeah, look at the difference in that. I just draw right across that waistline. That shows you how bad it is. And then again, if I take this seam line, draw another straight line. It shows you how squint that is as well. To add some more paper. I think we've got there. Again, I'm not a pro at this. I'm not a professional. I don't actually know what I'm doing here. I'm just figuring it out as I go. Oh my god. Right, I'm going to go and kind of tidy all this up a bit and then come back. But yeah, much better. I think I figured it out. I now have it doesn't look very tidy, but I now have this all reworked and ready to cut it out as well. So I'm going to cut off all the excess now, everything that we've taken out and shifted about, and then the next step will be to cut out new pieces out of the fabric, sew it together and try it on. So this might be where we leave this video. On another note, the fabric that we had picked out for the bridesmaids dresses no longer exists. I've ordered, I think I've got 8 samples coming. There are no fabric stores around me anywhere near. There are a few stores in Glasgow or Edinburgh, so we thought we could maybe have a day trip down there and have a look around some more. At least then there's a few different stores, so there might be more chance of getting what we need. But yeah, for now I'm going to try and get this finished up, take it from there. So I think the last time we spoke I said that would probably be the last that I would have to say in this video, but it's been a couple of weeks since then. I've done some rejigging of the pattern. We made another mock-up, as you can see, the final mock-up, and I've actually pretty much finished the real dress. I know it's bad, I forgot to film so much of it again, but I'm learning. But yeah, we made a whole new mock-up. This is the final mock-up. It's pretty much fully finished, other than it's not been hemmed yet. But we fully lined it. There's the slit finishings is all done, all hemmed. It's got a skirt lining. It's all, yeah, pretty much a finished dress. So I had Rebecca try this on and it was near perfect. There was just one little almost like gape, can't think of the right word for it, but like it was loose just in here. There was like too much fabric in the pleats, so I fixed that literally just by, in the real fabric, I've just pulled the pleats up slightly and it's just smoothed that out and taken that right in. So yeah, as I say, I've been bad and I've not filmed it, but I did have Rebecca come round and try on the dress, do pretty much a final fitting. We will do another fitting like 2 months, 3 months before the wedding, and just make sure that everything is still perfect. But yeah, it's pretty much finished. I also don't think I updated you on the fabric situation. I think the last thing that I said was that the fabric we'd chosen was out of stock and I couldn't find a replacement. So we went to the shop in Glasgow and I found the perfect fabric. Here she is. This is the most amount of fabric I have ever bought. The first ever full roll of fabric. It's 25 meters of fabric. It's a lot of fabric. That works out to be like just over 6 meters per dress for having the 4 dresses, which is way more than enough, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. And I am doing all the groomsmen's ties and pocket squares out of the fabric as well, so it's good to have plenty. But yes, it is perfect. It's pink, it's shiny, it's floaty, it's exactly what I wanted. So, you know, they say everything happens for a reason. So yeah, it's actually turned out to be a good thing that that fabric went out of stock and we couldn't get it anymore, because I love this. This is the fabric we were meant to have, clearly. Yeah, I have pretty much finished Rebecca's real dress already. Here she is. She's so beautiful. We have very nearly finished. So all that's left to do is attach the lining to the zip and then close up both the outer shell, the rest of the side seam, and the rest of the lining side seam. And then it will need hemmed, but we're not hemming it until that like couple of months before the wedding, just to let it stretch. This type of fabric, especially because it's a half circle skirt, it's cut on the bias, so the fabric tends to grow and stretch. So I don't know if you can see it, it's so long, but it's already grown a bit in some places, so the hem's really uneven, even though I cut it like perfectly symmetrical. Just the type of fabric, just the way it behaves, it grows, so it is already uneven. It's beautiful. Anyway, I'm going to finish the zipper, finish closing up side seams and all that, and then this will be finished for now. And that should be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching and see you soon.